but your thoughts on the official retirement.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. I know it's a very, very tough decision. And one of the reasons why the decision is so tough is, regardless of what Tom decides to do, and I've seen this with Peyton Manning, you can be hell of a successful, but there's nothing like being an NFL player. There's nothing like being the face of an organization, like being the face of a league. There is no transition from that. Like, he's got great business partners, he's got a great family, but there is no transition from that high that he has been on the last 22 years. And the other thing to me that sticks out is, I don't think fans understand how excruciating it is for a spouse of an NFL player. Every snap that they are on pins and needles. Is he going to get hurt? I remember I'm remarried recently, and my first wife, she was with me my whole career. And I remember after we'd go to dinner after games, she would come home and immediately say, take care of the kids, I'm going to sleep. And be like, why are you so tired? She said, you think you had a good game. She said, you caught 9 balls, 150 yards? I was running every time. Every time someone hits you, like, I feel like you're going to be hurt. And after the games, I'm exhausted. Now, just imagine doing that 22 years, over and over and over. So I respect his decision. We have taken Tom Brady and taken everything from him and his family, and he has set the standard in the NFL of what we expect from our quarterbacks on and off the field. He is the standard in the National Football League, Peter.
Yeah, he absolutely is. And I said it yesterday on the show. You watch Mahomes playing so well and getting to the point, Mahomes has 1 Super Bowl ring, you know, and he has been the prime player of the NFL. 1 Super Bowl ring. He's not going to Super Bowl this year. Brady's got 7 rings and has played in 10 Super Bowls. Think about that in relation to Aaron Rodgers has been to 1 Super Bowl and has 1 ring. Drew Brees has been to 1 Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger has won 2 Super Bowl rings. Brady, 7. So, like, that's the standard. But you're going to find a lot of tributes to Brady elsewhere. You're going to find a lot of Instagram posts, and we'll run the tweets all day on NFL Network. I fancy myself a journalist. How do you tell the story and how do you move it forward? Something is rotten in the state of Denmark over here. Not a single mention of the Kraft family, not a single mention of Belichick. No love for the Patriots, and you're all about the Buccaneers. He spent a cup of coffee with the Buccaneers. We're doing a teary-eyed post about the Buccaneers organization. Something is rotten in the state of... I'm waiting.
Swipe for the next one.
I'm telling you, you spend your entire life up there, and you get that retirement post, which has been being crafted, apparently, for not only the last 72 hours, but who knows how long. And hey, this is me as the muckraker, if you will. You know, I would have been great in the early 1900s.
Always listen to the insight.
The Patriots have nothing on their Twitter yet.
Patriots have nothing. Brady. No, I mean, we could run this. I guess we'll have every person on the NFL Network come on and tell you their favorite Brady moment. We'll do it. But for now, something is rotten in the state of Denmark. Where is the Patriots mentioned in the Instagram post, and why were they not included?
If you haven't experienced the post, you just keep swiping, and here's this person, and the agent, and the Bucks, and his gardener, and his children's babysitter, and his nanny. No Belichick, no Kraft, no. I have to assume that's coming in some way.
Sure, I'm waiting.
Check
your phone, refresh, anything?
I refreshed. There's nothing there.
Does it need to be public? Can you just call Robert Kraft? Maybe they have such a close relationship that it's a phone call instead?
I would think. He's doing a lot of things public now, podcasts and docuseries, and everything's pretty much public. Well, stay tuned on that one. Peter, what do you call it? Muckraking?
Muckraker.
Muckraker.
They brought down Boss Tweed, you know, the muckrakers.
I understand.
Yeah. Yellow press.
Press pass. Yeah. I want to build off something you said about football.
Okay.
This past weekend, so all Saturday when he announces it, everyone's saying, incredible, incredible, no one will ever do this, no one will ever do this. I had a take ready in my pocket for Monday on this show that, hold on a second. Mahomes is now going to 3. He might win 2. He's only 26 years old. How do we know no one will ever do this? Mahomes, who knows? Maybe he'll do it. Maybe he'll catch Brady. It's so hard. And then Mahomes loses and illustrates exactly how difficult it is to do what Brady did. Even the mighty Mahomes with a 21-3 lead at home still can't get to another one, and the guy got to 10. It's unbelievable. I should have to also point this out. I looked this up. Michael Jordan's final game in the NBA. He's a Washington Wizard. It was a 20-point loss to the Sixers at the Union Center in 2003. He shot 6 for 15 and was outscored by Kwame Brown. Tom Brady's final game as he walked off as the league's leading passer was orchestrating one of the greatest comebacks in NFL history. Amazing, blistering finish in which they came up just short. That's an awesome walk-off. I mean, he wants to do it with a Super Bowl. Maybe we wanted to see him. That was a great walk-off. Top of his game and all class on the field. It really was.
Did we miss the part about the Patriots and Belichick and Kraft? I'm so confused. What's happening?
I swiped several times. There's not one.
I refreshed a couple.
You got
times.
nothing?
No.
I think if they make those last meetings Tom Brady have with Belichick, if they made those public when he didn't offer him a contract and sent him off into the abyss.
But Belichick isn't the whole organization, the fan base, or Kraft.
Did something change this morning?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I've been covering this a minute. Man, he knows everything. The water, the fields, the grass, the balls, everything.
But this is it. This is like, and it comes from
This takes me back to...
It doesn't come to a cynical place. It's just like, we're going to do the Brady tribute. Like, can we talk about something different? Where are the Patriots in the mention?
Because he's talking about Bucs fans, all of that he's known for 20 minutes. 2 decades. A quick, as for you, Patriots fans, so many great... It seems the silence is deafening there. He says so many things. It's not one paragraph. It's expansive and nothing.
Separate post coming? Or is he going to sign a 1-year deal and retire as a Patriot?
Sure. Or the 49ers come calling and say, we're not ready for Trey Lance just yet, but Tommy, you want to play for
competitiveness.
You want to play for your hometown team? Just 1 more year, $1 million? What do you say?
Peter, you were singing the virtues of Jimmy Garoppolo earlier in this program. What do you mean? You're so clutch, you're so tough.
There's other things besides arm talent.
Oh, man.
We're going to be hearing about this all day, huh?
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's underwhelming, given what happened this weekend? It's kind of exciting today that it's final and it's in his words.
It's wonky and sloppy as hell.
Yeah.
And for a guy who doesn't do that stuff, there was an orchestration that was planned, I think, for a long time that got blown up. And honestly, I'm surprised that it's not him on camera in some respect, in some kind of suit or with his family. It's just an Instagram post. A third-year guy who gets cut in training camp does an Instagram post. It's strange the way this went down.
His father, Tom Brady Sr., came out and said, it's an unsubstantiated report from an online company. And I think there was a lot of momentum of, hey, maybe it's not over, maybe it's not over. But when you've got Ian Rappaport and Mike Garafolo and Adam Schefter and so many insiders being like, no, it is over. It's just not how he wanted the news to maybe necessarily be delivered. That's when it gets a little wonky. But Chris, how many guys get to announce retirement 100% on their terms anyway and then announce it the way they want to announce it?
1%. 1% go out on their own terms. Now, we try to orchestrate and be like, oh, yeah. No. You typically get knocked out of this league, you can't play, or the teams don't want you. Tom Brady has been an example. We talk about the standard, but what about Tom Brady all that time taking less money so that his team could put a championship caliber team around him? That's a standard that will never be approached. All these guys are greedy. Give me the money. How much? 40 million, 45 million. None of them would be able to do that. So Tom Brady, in a number of different ways, set himself apart from the other quarterbacks that we have seen play this game.
You don't get to walk away. The 1% get to do that. But what about the ones that knew? How did it go with Peyton? Did somebody break that before he had the opportunity to? I know he had the press conference.
He couldn't play no more. He couldn't throw the ball.
I know that, but he called the press conference and did it, and he did it.
Yeah. And it was assumed,
Brady didn't get to do that, really.
It was assumed it was the final ride there, but it wasn't like that.
It was not like this.
Brady's got his own
different.
podcast, and he's on last night with his dear friend Jim Gray and didn't announce it there. So, I don't know what we're looking for. I don't know why this morning. That's the intriguing part.
I think because it's more thoughtful and to write something down, and then it's vetted. It's calculated whether or not it wasn't an omission to not put the Patriots. We can all agree on that. When you say something, it's different. On a podcast, that's going to live on forever. It's much more controlled. I totally understand why I put it on Instagram and not on his podcast. It goes further, travels better, and is controlled.
Every year we analyze the Hall of Famers, everything they say. And what they leave out, we analyze. And we wonder, why did these things happen? And they realize that you only have so many minutes that you can congratulate, thank people, and some people will be left out. But you know that. You know that I'm going to leave these people out. So what you do is you apologize for the people that I might have missed. But it's impossible for Tom Brady to be Tom Brady, but leaving that out. I'll take you back to one soundbite that really, why did we get here? And I remember we had the investigation, Tom Brady, and the press conference with Bill Belichick. You know what Bill Belichick said? Well, what about the footballs? He said, talk to Tom. The first time ever in the history of a Bill Belichick press conference, he said, check with the players. I know nothing about the...
This is coming home to roost today?
Holler at your boy.
Is that right?
Talk to Tom. You're good,
Okay.
Chris.
Okay.
5.5 years later.
I end up getting suspended over that? My name, my integrity, everything? Talk to me? When you run all this, you control all this. Okay, there will be a day. And I think today is that day.
Chris is great.
You're sitting down to write this and you're Brady. I'm going to thank this person. You know what? I remember when he did that in 2016. Screw it. You think that's something?
One more thing. We've got to announce his retirement. I went through the thing again. The word retirement is never used in Tom Brady.
I noticed
Tom
that
Brady.
too.
He never says the word retire. He
What's
says,
it say? What's the phrasing?
It's a lot of phrasing.
I can't